Welcome back to the Youth Action Challenge for another question and answer session, and this time the team in the hot seat. We have Team Advisory, and of course our judges, they're all ready with their questions. I will now hand over to Miss Farah to fire away. Go for it.
What are your metrics to ensure a fair opportunity to all students? Like, what's the big breakdown of students like?
So I think on the first question about how we make sure that we equalize opportunities for all students, the first is our philosophy of disaggregating from the institution. Many sort of external providers, when they work with schools and students, work very closely with school administrations, and typically it works on, for example, systems of student referrals. Student leaders typically get a lot more of the opportunities, and what we do with all of our programs is we disaggregate from the institution. Not only do we work with our community partners that work with some of the youth who are most in need, like Mendaki and Sinda, we also work with any school that wants our involvement and our support in their programs. So we've gone out through Reddit, we have our own Telegram channel, we work with various other community partners and youth groups in the space to get the word out. So we try to make sure that we go very far out.
Yeah, absolutely right. We are definitely concerned about the students who not only are able to attend our events, but also the students who apply to be part of our programs. And we take a keen interest in the kind of representations that are available. So I think many schools, many teachers, many educators, I speak for myself as well, would worry when written representation becomes part of any application. We worry that students might be impeded by their level of language ability, which is why on our front, the students, when they apply, go through 3 levels of assessments, all of which have to be governed by people in our team who have both HR as well as pedagogical experience and capabilities to look past the kind of illusions of vocabulary, of polish, of sophistry. And this has turned out very well. So for instance, schools like the Institutes of Technical Education, who are our partners, are heavily overrepresented. They may have fewer numbers in absolute terms of the number of applicants, but their success rates could be as high as 75%.
Advisory, you are a very different kind of applicant from the other ones that we have because you seem to be a more mature organization with an established list of programs. Can I ask you what this winning, if you do, this Youth Action Challenge will actually do for you in terms of what you're not already able to do today?
So I think we're here at the Youth Action Challenge on 3 big programs that we want to really scale and that we think have the impact to do even more. Right now, we work very much with students themselves, but we're also looking at how we build capacity across the system in terms of education and career guidance. So first off, with the Advisory Educators Roundtable that we run with the NUS Center for Future Ready Graduates, we think there's a unique opportunity here to be doing capacity development with teachers and educators, because we can work with a student, but when we work with teachers, when we get them to really think deeply about what it means to deliver ECG, to think about what the student experience is, to bring them through industry panels, we have the chance to really, raise their ability to deliver ECG on their own schools as well. We work with our industry partners to do that. And we think building this community is a really effective way to be able to transform schools faster than just working with students themselves. Second is on mentorship and guidance. I think we really want to take both of these programs offline, as we shared in the pitch, and really to scale that. Guidance is something that we're betting big on as well, because having an online platform where students can come and book 30-minute industry consultations is something that could be a game changer, and we think there's a lot of potential here to give any student the personalized support that they need when it comes to careers. And finally, with the schools program, we're very excited about this. We're going to be working with 7 pre-tertiary institutions next year, and we think that by developing a model of school support that goes year-long, we can transport this model to other pre-tertiary institutions. And by 2025, we want to have worked with every single pre-tertiary institution and a centralized institute in Singapore, and have this model be able to be transported through the ministry and through our partners into secondary schools as well.
So I think for mentorship, we have had a couple of waves of mentorship that we have launched back in April, mainly because of the impact that we see COVID-19 has brought to students. I think a more long-term vision for mentorship would be to complement it with guidance. For guidance, we take a more approach of where they can receive guidance on skills such as interviews, CVs, and so on. So I think there's a differentiation there, but through both programs, we hope to reach out to as many students as possible from the various demographics that Brendan has highlighted earlier.
Thank you so much. And judges, thank you so much for your questions as well. Big round of applause for you guys, sending you all the love. Stay safe and all the best with the Youth Action Challenge.